can see from the title, I just decided, let me go live while I'm getting ready. And I just noticed you're probably going to hear a huge echo because of the room. But I'm in a hotel bathroom. I think some of you might have seen my post earlier about travel. So I am traveling right now, and I'm excited about it. So I did want to just talk about how I've been a bit away. I know some of you have probably seen the posts I made about my fur baby passing away. So yeah, that happened like a week or two ago. I think I'm like losing track of time because like I just think so much stuff has happened since then. And I think I also just don't want to remember like the weekend that it happened. It was like super event filled and just really tough to process. But I feel like obviously she is in like doggy heaven and she's definitely eating a bunch of lamb chops. But yeah, that's a bit of why I was away from YouTube, and it was really hard to create content. I think we like so often when like those things happen, we just like have to bounce right back and just get back to like an everyday thing. And especially I think for like a dog, I think a lot of society is like, it's a dog, get over it. But I mean, they become like family members if you're really close to them. And she was just like such a lovely, sweet thing in our life. So it was really tough, to say the least. I don't think it's talked about enough, like what happens when you're grieving. I like had the hardest time sleeping. I had the hardest time eating. It was tough. It was really tough, but I'm really thankful that like my family is understanding and my fiance's family is understanding, and like he's so understanding too, of just all the sadness that I was experiencing around that time. So that was great. Definitely if you're grieving right now, I hope you find a good support system. I hope you can have a good support system. That's definitely what everyone deserves when they're going through a tough time. Aside from, dealing with that, I think also, just like side note, I think like before she passed away, in my head, I would like just like say things like, she is an older dog, like she's probably going to pass soon. Or like I would say, when it does happen, like I will be just like thankful she's in doggy heaven and like no longer, suffering from like old age and aches and pains of, being an older girl. But I think that no matter how much you say like those kind of things out loud, I think like you're just like never ready. You're really never ready for something like that to happen. And I spoke to someone recently and they mentioned it was like the same thing with their parent. Like they said like they would talk about death and they would like have everything like ready for like when it happened, but I said like, does that make it easier? And she said no, like it doesn't. No matter how much you like try to, I guess, like be ready for it or know it's coming, it still is something that is obviously really tragic and that we all go through. So I do think in general, I do think we should get better about like talking about grief and like what happens afterwards. And I would have loved to have like a really good grief journal. I think that would have been super helpful with dealing with like those emotions and whatnot. I will say the clinic did send one like a week later, and it was super thoughtful, super sweet, and I did really appreciate that. The whole process actually like surrounding that was really great. So I'm very thankful for that. So moving on to, well, why am I getting ready right now? So as I said, I am traveling right now. This is our first trip of 2024. And anyone that's been following knows we took several trips last year. I don't even think I can remember off the top of my head where all we went last year. We went to Spain, we went to Barcelona and Madrid, we went to London and Paris, we went to Arizona like twice. I can't remember if we went anywhere else. So yeah, quite a bit of traveling last year. I don't know if this year is going to include as much travel, just with like everything going on. I definitely didn't like plan out a bunch of travel, and honestly, Tracy had hurt her knee like in November-ish, and maybe it was December, but we had thought about traveling like that in November too, and I remember telling Dion like, no, I'd rather not go. I'd rather just stay with Tracy. So I think like I knew deep down like she was getting older and like the time was coming, so I really wanted to take in all the time I had with her. So I think that's why like subconsciously I probably didn't really plan anything for this year. This trip, and I'll make a full video about it because I know you guys want one. This trip I'm on right now is a like a trip given to you for like a timeshare presentation. So I'll be attending something like that here soon, and I'll let you all know how it goes and whatnot. So it wasn't like this like, you know, big trip that I planned and had stuff ready for. It just was like on a whim. It'll be cheap to travel, so why not just do it? And so that's why I'm here right now. Yeah, I'm really excited. I did mention I'm in Orlando, Florida, and I've been to Florida before, and I'm a fan usually of the weather. Right now it's a bit gloomy, but it's still better than Ohio where it's snowing, and I hate the snow. I really do. I would love to be a snowbird, like what they say, where you kind of like travel down south for the winter and then back up in the summer. I think that would be like a good lifestyle for me. Okay, so let's see, we talked about Tracy, we talked about travel. I wish I had more travel plans, but I don't. But I did also want to cover like what is coming for this year and other videos that you might see me make. And I have exciting news. I feel like I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but while you're all here, we are officially in contract for a condo downtown, which I need to make a video about. See, it's been tough. It's been really tough to get to YouTube and make videos when I'm sad. But I promise to do better, because I do think this is really fun to do and to make them. And so back to the condo. We got a condo downtown we're in contract for, and I'm really excited for it. So I used to live downtown when I first got to Columbus, and I really liked it. And then we lived downtown together. It was great. And then COVID hit, so we like decided to like move out from downtown. I definitely prefer living downtown. I think like there's so much stuff to do, and it is just so exciting. I grew up in like a really small like country town where there really isn't anything to do. So I think getting to be in like an environment with like the big buildings, lights, and just things to do, it just like it really excites me. And so we have that coming up. I'll be posting more about that condo, what it looks like. I don't think we'll be like living there full time, but it is nice to have, and hopefully Airbnb it out and then let you all know how that goes. I think I see a lot of stuff surrounding Airbnb condos out, so I'm very excited to get like my own perspective on how it goes. So yeah, 2024, hopefully become a landlord, and I am still in grad school. I actually just ended my last class with an A, so that's exciting. The last class was on personnel selection. So for those who might be new here, I also am in HR, like for my 9 to 5. And so I'm in grad school right now for industrial and organizational psychology, and it's a lot of fun. I know the name does not sound that fun, but it is a lot of fun. Think of it as like psychology of the workplace and what makes employees work well, what creates a psychologically safe environment in the workplace that then leads to, better business results. So I guess it can be considered HR, but it just depends what company you're at, because some people don't like to put like well-being aspects under HR. Since HR is, I don't know, I feel like typically historically it's been like more compliance related, but anyways, so yeah, still in grad school. Last class ended with an A. In that class, I feel like I had so much stuff going on, like behind the scenes in my personal life, so I'm really proud of myself. Like at one point I thought about pausing the program because like I just had so much going on. But I'm very thankful that I finished the class and then also ended with an A. So this is your sign. If you're going through it, just keep going. I don't even think that's good advice, but obviously it worked out in my case. I'm happy I didn't stop the class like I had intended to after hitting a lot of road bumps in my personal life. So very happy about that. I will graduate in August. I'm hoping it's a really good summer. I really hope it's a good summer. I think I can't handle anything else bad happening. My birthday's in July. I turn 30, and then I graduate in August, and so I'm just really hoping that the summer is like smooth and just filled with like lots of celebrations and just embracing me. And I hope it goes well. I will be so ready. So since I do online grad school, I will probably not be walking the stage, so you really probably won't see any updates about that. But I'll be sure to let you guys know how it's going with grad school and balancing work and whatnot. So pray for me, seriously. Because grad school is a lot. I'll be so happy when I have my master's program. If I ever mention going back to school and getting my PhD, please stop me. That's all I ask. So there's that. I do still have the side business of photography. Whenever I start talking out loud, I'm like, you do a lot of stuff. You probably should stop. But it's all stuff that I feel like I love so much. I just wish I could give it all, like every individual thing, my full attention. So back to the side business. I still do photography on the side. It's going. I think because of all the stuff I do, that is the thing that is like getting the least amount of attention when it should probably be getting the most amount of attention, because I do have like a lot of fun doing it, but it's just like a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I will have to get reached out to by a potential client, and then set up like phone calls and talking to them about like their wedding, and then scheduling out like engagement shoots, and just showing up the wedding day and being there. I keep hitting that button. Showing up the wedding day and then trying to capture all the shots they want. And I do think like the actual event itself, like I always have so much fun at these people's weddings. Like I really do. I think like the afterwards is where like I'm like, oh, I could do without. I have such a hard time like getting behind my computer and like editing the photos and wanting to like sit there for hours. I don't have the process like streamlined that well, so I'm like, maybe that's part of my issue. But like taking the photos themselves, I'm like, this is great. Like, yeah, do this pose, do that pose. But I I'm taking like a step back from photography in a way. I was booking a lot in 2023. So for 2024, I only have about, I think, 4 weddings booked, and one of them I actually just completed. So just 3 more weddings, and I think I'm okay with it just being that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with just those 3 weddings coming up, because like I said, it's a lot to be in grad school and then working 9 to 5, and then, you know, trying to come back to YouTube and like, you know, do this, and like it's I'm hoping like I'll get a better hang of it once grad school comes to an end, but we'll see how it goes. I also got off of Instagram, you guys might have noticed, because I took my handle out of my YouTube, but I'm just going through, by the way, I'm straightening like the little like edge parts that always like want to just like be wavy and not like get touched by the hot curl, you know. So in case you're wondering like what I'm doing as I'm getting ready, but I think, yeah, when grad school slows down, I'll be able to give the business more attention. I do need to figure out what I'm gonna do about like Instagram, because I absolutely hate being on social media, but I absolutely cannot afford at this time a like social media creator or coordinator. I feel like that would be a dream for me, to be able to like have someone just like handle my social media pages. But I don't know, when I had my Instagram for my photography business, it was nice posting my work and like getting, I think I got like 2 clients off Instagram, and that was nice that they were able to find me on there. But at the same time, I would see myself just like mindlessly scrolling, and that's my biggest pet peeve about social media. And one of the biggest reasons I got rid of TikTok like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, because I was just like mindlessly scrolling, and I just don't think that's the way like I want to live life. I'd rather just like be in the moment, be on the couch reading a book, working on, you know, grad school homework, or I just think like the distractions of social media are like my biggest enemy. So that's why I deleted my Instagram. Also, I think comparing yourself to people is never good, and I think like with social media, I do that a whole bunch. This shirt is so cute, by the way. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. My friend Hope got it for me when I went to Los Angeles to visit her last year. Oh, that's another trip I went on. When I went to Los Angeles last year, it was like for literally like a day. I flew in one day and then flew out the next day. But she gave me this shirt as like a welcome gift. It was my first time in LA. I think you guys might have seen my post about that trip though. Love her, loved hanging out with her. But the concert I flew in for was canceled, so it was like miserable. Okay, it took me 20 minutes to curl my hair. That leaves me 10 minutes of makeup time. I don't know why I always do this to myself. Okay, so I did not pack a moisturizer because I obviously hate myself, and I haven't stopped at Target yet, so I am gonna just go in with my primer, so don't judge me. I am going to, actually, I'm gonna do eyes first, sorry. I'm gonna do eyes first and call it a day. Okay, so I've had this little palette forever. I got it from H&M. You probably shouldn't buy makeup from those places. Or you can. It must have been cheap, but yeah, I got it from H&M. I'm gonna use this one. I actually am going to use my finger. So I read somewhere about like how disgusting brushes and sponges are, and now I think I want to be done using them. I wash mine still, but I think they can still be really gross. So I think I'm gonna be done using brushes and sponges. Not today, I still have my brush and my sponge, but in the future, you might see me trying to do that. All right, I'm gonna go on with this brown right here. I'm just gonna go, so because my eyes are hooded in a bit like way, I can't really go in the crease. I kind of have to go like above the crease, okay? So like that, bear with me, then you just like smudge it in. I am just getting like a late chill dinner tonight, so it's nothing like too fancy, but I still just didn't want to show up looking like I had just woken up, which is like what I did. And then get up there, and then bring it down here, but stay up here. Okay, and then we are going to do my eyeliner. I don't think I'm gonna put eyelashes on. And when I don't wear eyelashes, I try to make sure I have eyeliner on. Do you guys want to see me get close to the camera? I don't think you want to see me do that. So I'm gonna look in the mirror because I know I'm gonna mess up if I'm looking in the camera trying to do it. So I hold like this, it's miserable, it's so cringe. And I just start in the middle and I go out. Okay, and I try to stay really close to my lash line because once again, my eyelids don't have like a lot of space to play. So I'm just gonna get really close over here and go in. Some more. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, how much time do I have left? Okay, I have about 9 minutes. I think all of my get ready with me videos are done in a rush. So anyone that watches them, you're probably like, wow, she has some real talent. She gets ready so quick. But I don't like to get ready like this. This is anxiety provoking. But if there was an Olympics of like getting ready fast, I might win. Okay, so we got the other eye on. Just gonna clean up the edge a little bit. Okay, adding this little baby wing. Adding the baby wing, okay. Super simple. I am gonna curl my eyelashes really fast because I said I'm not going to put any eyelashes on. So I just want to curl them, and then I feel like lately I've been seeing a lot of like natural makeup looks. I think people are really trying to like get with the natural makeup, and I think that's really great. I cringe thinking about like back in like, was it like 2013, where we would do like those like really drawn on eyebrows, and it would just be, it'd be so bad. I'm so, yeah. I don't know if that was quite MySpace era, but okay, so today's not the day that I'm gonna use my fingers to put my foundation on, but one day I will do that when I have more time and I have time to play around with it and see how it works. So before doing this video, I was sleeping, and I never sleep on my face, but I think I might have rolled on my face because I have like red marks on my face, so I must have been sleeping really good. But the whole, not the whole purpose, but a big purpose of this trip, I think, is definitely to like relax. So I need to try to take more naps. I'm just gonna clean this up down here because I had some eyeliner that got down here. Okay, we are at 6 minutes left. So like that. I didn't put my primer on. Listen, nothing good comes from being in a rush. So if you take anything away from this video, aside from all the other good nuggets I gave you, don't be in a rush when you're doing stuff. Okay. And then in case you're wondering, yes, I'm doing my eyebrows last. I actually am a fan of my natural eyebrows. I think they are pretty dark naturally, and I always get ready in the order of like what I'm okay with not getting done. Like if I'm getting rushed out the door. And so I'm always okay with, I think, my eyebrows not being done all the way, because like they, in my opinion, look really good naturally. So we're just gonna fill this in here. I don't know if people get ready in the camera like this. I just don't think this is comfortable. I think I really prefer the mirror and looking at myself through a mirror rather than through the iPhone front screen. Okay, so you see I don't draw them on. I just like fill in what's there. And I just got them threaded this past week. So I do think they are in great shape. Okay. Okay. So just brush them in so they look like nice and natural. Mind you, there's a time and place for really drawn on eyebrows. And that time and place is never in my life. Okay, almost done. I mean, it's crazy how fast I already. We're at 27. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly go in with my Rare Beauty. I love Rare Beauty. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm such a fan. I think like every product I've used, I've been a fan. I do think it's affordable as well. I think if Rare Beauty came out when I was in college, I would have used it a lot, because I do think like it's so affordable. I use it a lot now, but I'm just saying, in college I feel like you were always looking for like products that were cheap but that worked good. I used a lot of like, I think it was NYX back in the day. I think I still use NYX, but like I never bought anything Anastasia related when I was in college, but I could definitely see myself buying like a Rare Beauty because it's so affordable and just like such a great quality. Oh, hi Keela. I'm whispering. I hate the echo in here. This isn't my bathroom. This is the hotel's bathroom. Okay. Well, I'm actually done now, but thank you for joining, and I need to go get dinner. This is my final look. I really hope 2024 is better for me because 2023 was rough, and I hope to post more. I hope to, graduate with my master's. I hope to just do all those good things. And once again, if any of you watch this and you're dealing with any type of loss or grief, take care of yourself because it is very hard, and get a good support system. So thank you. Bye.